Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Now I can be heard. Okay. So how does this exactly? Test 1 2 1 2. Okay. This one is working. This also. Okay, if I write in here, it shows up on here. How does it look on? How is it on Twitch? We are offline on Twitch. Is that correct? Shouldn't be. Okay. How? How are we offline though? I press on stop. Still going, right? We haven't stopped stream. Okay, we haven't stopped stream. Um, now it's stopped. Okay, but why though? Oh no, no, now it's live, but it's unstable. It it's working, I guess. Oh. Okay. So the important question that I have now is if I have this one does not get shown on here. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. At least we know it works. Uh-huh. Okay, can I somehow multi Okay. This is, to my knowledge, the only way this works. As of right now. Well, then so be it. This is the last save we had. We play on veteran, single player. I just want to beat a few bosses. Return to castle. Okay. If everything works fine, this should be done real quick. Okay, I have. Hmm. Okay. I still had YouTube on in the background with the stream. That should have stopped. I should no longer hear myself. Hold on. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, then the bosses should be here. Yes, that's where they are. Perfect. Let's save real quick. I don't want to have to walk that again. I just want to go in and try to beat some bosses. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a beer. Okay. Yep. Okay. These two. I mean, okay. I know how to beat them. I have it. Okay. Hmm. Okay. If this is one of the bosses, then this is gonna be very boring. I was under the impression that it were um completely new bosses in a sort of boss rush mode or something like that. So we shall see, I guess. Okay, this is just tedious. Okay, let me look. Okay, this one we don't need. Some DP when enemy defeated with a sub weapon. Did I not have real busted shit? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, how many? Okay. Yeah, there is no nothing of interest that I can say right now. Man, that sucks. That kind of sucks. I'm a little bit disappointed at this point. I was expecting a real fun boss fight, right? Like some exquisite shit, and now I'm stuck with this. I feel like I'm being held hostage with this one. Which is not necessarily true, but doesn't really help if you feel like it with a game like this, right? Hmm. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Okay, I think we will wait for the auto recovery to kick in. Like this one is just tanky. It has nothing else going on. Which is a bit of a shame. Mm, not sure if I should um let this influence my review of the game so far. Because I mean the game is done, I finished it. It was in a decent state when I finished it. Now is the state much better? Not really. It's not worse. This is just something that I wouldn't have had to experience so far. Like, it's a boss fight that we already had. It's the second boss that we fought. But it's two now. And it's tanky. That's basically all it is right now. If the boss after this is also something that we already had, I'll just stop right there. Like I didn't plan for a long stream anyways, because otherwise I wouldn't have streamed today. I just wanted to do this real quick, like beat a boss or two, and knock this game out completely. So I can, with good intentions, move on. Also, for those who have seen the streams before this one and are wondering what the investigation turned up in regards to the water freezing, apparently you can freeze the water, but Crit Plus is at least required. Like, without it, it's not working, regardless what weapon you use. Which then in turn poses the question of, is it worth it? Which, I mean, it probably is. I didn't want to do this. Fuck. Uh, I also just wanted to confirm if the dual stream is working, which it is. I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm streaming on YouTube. So it is working the way I hoped it would. Just didn't work right from the get-go, but that's okay. Okay, we have this one almost done. I'll try to finish the stream around 19 o'clock, which is 7 p.m. for me. I try at least. but I'm not like I think we'll be done a lot sooner than that. I don't think it will take that much longer. Okay. I honestly thought that one of them would die first, then the other one would follow, but apparently not. Oh, this one's new. Okay. I'm down for this one. Okay. Is it new? Wait. I've no. That's a rematch. That is a rematch. If not from this, then from the last game. No. This one is from the last game. Okay. It is. That's those. Let me look that up real quick. Because I feel like I fought that one already. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's rematch from the first game. I don't want to do this one again though. Oh, apparently it is called Baphomet. I was just I was just thinking this what's this Baphomet looking as? Apparently it is Baphomet. Okay, so I just wanted to confirm that it's working. It is working. I don't think I'll try to beat this boss. I don't think I will. I mean, I don't even know how to start the boss beating process with this one. Like I need an entire tool that's missing for this. I need the what was it called? The stick with the papers on it. Um, I forgot what it was called. But like my point stand, I'm still missing an entire item to beat the boss to make the platforms usable. I mean I have other options. Sure, I can just jump in the air and pray to God that I'm not hitting the ground while the shit is coming back. But still, I would much rather just play the first game than this and try to be the boss in here with. Also, this one is tanky again. Holy fucking shit! It's just. Do you get something for that? Arena rewards. Okay. Let me look real quick. Mhm. Okay, so it seems other people are also not really that oh, okay. I see who the other boss is. The first thing wasn't even the boss. It was a prelude, if you will. But from what I see, both are tanky. It's not really worth it, I think. Um. Okay. So now that we know that it's working all as intended, and that what the bosses are like, I can say who the bosses are. The bosses are Baphomet, and it's the knight thingy that gave me when I first played the first Gal Guardians my run for the money. Like the Akira boss. It's the Akira boss. And I think I'll just respectfully say that was a nice game. I enjoyed my time with it, but the next game I'm thinking we will play White Day. Probably a bit late. I think White Day was already. Yeah, it absolutely has already been White Day. That would have been a fun game to play around the time White Day um actually happens. But well, it is what it is. Again, for those who have watched, thank you very much. It was a very short stream, but I just wanted to check the arena out, and I'm really not feeling it. I'm really not feeling the arena, and also I came from work. I'm done. I'm done with this game. I'll get a beer and I'll have a nice evening. Just throw hands off my body and sprawl on the ground or something like that. Who knows? But with the Gal Guardians, we're done until they remake until they decide to make a third one, or until I decide that no, in fact, I still want to play Gal Guardians, which is not right now. But nonetheless, if you have been watching this, oh, hello Joshua, hello, hello Kylo Monkey. So can't stay long, just a few minutes, but here to say hi. I've not visited the arena yet. Hi, it's just a run of foes. Don't think they have much after the 100% run. Pente, right? Lol. Yeah, no. Okay, so for you guys, it's not worth it to do the arena. You have the Akira boss and you have the Baphomet boss. I forgot who Baphomet was. I really forgot who that was in the first game. But it's just bosses from the first game. It's not really worth it. I wouldn't recommend you guys do that. Are you on YouTube? You guys are all on YouTube. Kaname was Baphomet. Yes, right. That makes sense. That makes absolute sense. No Nanako would also make sense. One of the most spiritual characters. Yeah, it's the Nanako boss and it's the Akira boss. It's those two. But the thing is, they're really tanky. It's not worth it. There isn't anything you get from it, from what I could gather on the internet. I would have to try it myself, but I'm honest, I don't feel it. I don't feel it right now. Because first you have to do a weird mob rush. After that, you have to do the second boss of this game, this weird wheel, who's digging into the ground and throwing rocks around. And that one was already tanky. That one took me like 20 minutes or so to beat. just to have some rematches with bosses that we have already played against. Well, the game was the first Gal game to like Neneko, so yeah, it lost points right there. Yeah, I heard you need specific damage types. Yeah, apparently you need either piercing or a demon slaying weapon, which would be a Kamizono weapon. Both of which I don't really have. Like, I don't really have the options that I would need for this, which, I mean, fair, maybe I should level up and gather the stuff that I need, but I don't really feel like leveling up right now. I don't really feel like grinding this game more. I just wanted to see what the bosses are. Like, I thought those would be original bosses, right? I went in there with the expectation these are going to be original bosses. They're gonna be fun to fight. If I want to rematch Baphomet or the Akira boss, then yes, I'll just play Demon Purge. I have Demon Purge for a reason. And I still want to do the streams again for Demon Purge. She's like the series mascot. Got to go now. Have a nice evening, Joshua. Well, I think day for you. For me, any students would be better than none. The Demon Hunters are a start. Yes, they are. I don't like. I have nothing against them being in the game. It's just that the bosses themselves, right? Just the boss for Nanako and the boss for Akira, they're not doing it for me. Sorry. Like, I think if I remember correctly, right? These were the two bosses that I struggled the most with. If I remember correctly, I might be misremembering. But I remember that like the huge statue type boss where you had to work with the grapple hooks. That one was easy. I think I at most had one retry for this one, and with the other bosses, like the Kurona boss, that was easy. The Aoi boss was easy. There have been a lot of. Oh yeah, it was the Chiro boss. The Chiro boss was the one that I'm thinking about with the grappling hook. Yeah, but well, I mean, my opinion stands. It's those bosses have been the two that I struggled the most with, and I'm still missing. Like, I'm missing the stick with the paper on it. It's not really a boss that I that I would like to do without that. For me, Baphomet was the first boss that was a bit overwhelming with its speed. Yeah, that's what I remember. I remember it being a bit difficult, and even here, like, the speed is there. It is very fast in terms of attacking and hitting you with shit. It's interesting that it works that way. Um, but I'm not really feeling this boss. I'm really not. I'm not feeling. I really like the idea of a boss rush, right? If they made a boss rush with a few original bosses or a few remix bosses, that's fine. I don't mind it. But my main problem is how tanky they are. Like, I don't want to stand. Like, after the final boss, I may be a bit sour on the entire game. Uh, Maybe that's something that happens or happened. But I think from the way I'm viewing this game right now, you pitch me against another boss, and I have nothing to do except dodge, shoot at it, and do this for 20 to 30 minutes. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not doing that. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because I really liked the idea of a boss rush. I don't like the prelude to Baphomet, and I don't like the prelude to the wheel boss. I don't like the wheel boss as well. Which, I mean, prelude to Baphomet, that's kind of the thing, right? So you have to do a mob rush, which is stupid because nothing can even hurt you at this stage where you're supposed to do this. And then you have the bosses themselves. Yeah, the final boss was boring with the repeating bit. That was the worst thing, I think, is that it was boring. Not only with the repeating bit, but the attack pattern itself. Like, the final boss just wasn't interesting. And I still haven't forgotten that. I have seen the video, I have downloaded it as well. I was really surprised that it worked. And I thank you for allowing me to use the footage in the review. I'm currently reviewing the script, and then maybe I'll enter production of this review next month. Like, I have another review coming. If the thumbnail is coming, next week. If the thumbnail is coming, I will have it out next week. Otherwise, I'll just have to work on a few other reviews, and the script for Galgan, the Galgan review, the big one, the entire series, that should be out. Hopefully, if I'm getting this through somewhere next year. It's the third phase, I guess I can agree with. Awful. The idea was there. The idea was there, and the idea is sort of great. Like, I like the idea of, okay, this is just a huge kaiju-esque boss fight. I like it. It is stupid, but it's typical JRPG stuff. It is very Japan, which I don't mind, obviously. But it's the attack pattern. Like, it didn't hurt much to get hit. He didn't hit often enough to really be dangerous to you. We'd shoot this entire thing through multiple times already. It's a dead horse by now, I think. But, well, it is what it is. But thank you for sticking around, for coming in for this very short stream. I really didn't like, I just wanted to see if dual casting works. It works, by the way. We're not shopping at boobies, so it wasn't fun. Yeah, that's also kind of true. Like, I take the Kurona fight over anything else. The Kurona fight was peak Gal Guardians, in my opinion. It was the best boss they had. Like, it was challenging, it was fair, and you had to retry a lot. Both the Kurona fights, actually. Young and adult Kurona were both the best fights in the game, in my opinion. But, well, that's just me again. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that I figured out that dual casting works. I had to install an entire plugin to OBS to get it to work. Yeah. And maybe, like I said, I'm thinking on playing White Day next, which is gonna be interesting. I haven't played that game in like 10 years or so. I remember it enough. I really do. But I don't remember exactly where to go and how to do the puzzles. So it's... I'm the kind of guy who can play Portal multiple times because he forgets the solution to the puzzles. Which I'm glad for. I really am glad for that. And yeah. We'll play this one. And after that, I think we'll play either an actual H game, an actual Eroge, or we will play another dating sim. I'll have to see. I'll have to figure this one out. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think White Day is gonna take up the next, like, maybe 5 streams, I'd say. How long does the run of White Day take? Until it's completed. How long to beat? quite there. Eight and a half hours for main story. Okay, now I'm stupid. And I'm also not really that courageous. So it's probably going to take me about 16 to 24 hours. I assume. Like, you can essentially just double the time that it would usually take for me to beat this one. Yeah. But with this, I'll end the stream. It was nice visiting the game again just to see what they added. I'm not really that keen on the new stuff. I'm not returning to this one for the foreseeable future. Demon Purge, that's another thing I really want to redo that stream, as well as the Gal Guardians, the Galgun 1 stream, the Galgun Returns. I want to do that one as well, but we will get there when we get there. Until next time. Oh, maybe I will check it out. I'm not a fan of the updates in general. Yeah, the updates have not been that great. If you want to, you can absolutely check it out. I don't recommend it. It's busy work. But again, I'll hope you have a nice day. I wish you a lot of fun with the update if you decide to do the arena. Like, there is not really much to get out of it. It's just frustrating. And I would much rather, like I said already, I would much rather play just Skull Guardians 1 instead of doing this. Instead of rematching bosses from that game. Yeah. But again, nice. I wish you a nice day, and hopefully I will see you next stream again. Stop all? No, that one just stopped Twitch. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand what stop all means in this. Then end stream.